If you've ever owned a dog, you know this moment. You leave the bathroom door open for 10 seconds. 10 seconds. And somehow, every single time, your dog has its face in the toilet. Head down, tongue out, completely committed. Drinking water that you wouldn't touch with gloves on. And then, nothing. No vomiting, no diarrhea, no emergency vet visit. An hour later, the same dog is licking your face like nothing happened. Meanwhile, if you drank from that toilet, which, to be clear, you should never do, you'd be in a hospital within 24 hours, hooked up to IV fluids, wondering where your life went wrong. So what is actually going on here? How does a dog drink the most disgusting water in your entire house and just wag its tail and walk away? The answer is not one thing. It's a system, stacked layer on layer, built over millions of years of evolution, and it doesn't just apply to your dog. Once you understand how it works, you'll never look at a toilet bowl the same way again. Before we get into the biology, let me be honest about something, because the premise of this video is a little misleading, and I did that on purpose. Dogs can get sick from toilet water. It happens. If there are cleaning chemicals in the bowl, if there's human waste carrying pathogens like E. coli or Giardia, if the water has been sitting there growing bacteria for days, a dog can absolutely get an infection. It's rare, but it's real. Vets see these cases. The reason we don't hear about it much is simple. When a dog gets mildly sick, maybe it throws up once, maybe it has a bad afternoon. You might not even connect it to the toilet. And if it's serious, the dog hides. It's what animals do. They crawl under the bed or into a corner and wait it out. You never see the worst of it. So when you catch your dog drinking from the toilet and nothing happens, you're not seeing the full picture. You're seeing a survivor. But, and this is the important part, dogs survive these encounters far more often than we ever would. Orders of magnitude more. And the reasons why are genuinely remarkable. Let's answer the obvious question first. Why the toilet? Of all the water sources in your house, the bowl on the floor, the tap, the puddle outside, why does the dog choose the one place humans go to the bathroom? It's actually not as random as it looks. First, toilet water is cold. Porcelain stays cool, and the water inside, especially after a fresh flush, is significantly colder than the water that's been sitting in a bowl on your kitchen floor for 8 hours. Dogs prefer cold water. It's that simple. Second, it's fresh. Every flush replaces the water completely. From a dog's perspective, the toilet is basically a self-refilling cold water fountain. The bowl on the floor has been sitting there all day collecting dust and slobber. The toilet just got refreshed. Third, and this is the weird one, the toilet bowl is at the perfect height for most dogs. No bending down to floor level. For a medium or large dog, the rim of a standard toilet sits right at head height. It's convenient. And fourth, dogs are not grossed out by the same things we are. They don't associate the toilet with human waste in the way that makes us recoil. To a dog, it's just a consistent source of cold, fresh water in a convenient location. The fact that we use it for something else doesn't register, and honestly, from the dog's perspective, it's not just acceptable, it's good. The water is cold, it's fresh, it's right there. No waiting for a human to refill the bowl, no stale, room temperature water that's been sitting out since breakfast. This is premium hydration, 5 stars. Would drink again. So how do you actually stop this? Because no matter how impressive the biology is, you still don't want your dog drinking toilet water, cleaning chemicals, bacteria. It's not worth the risk. The fix is almost insultingly simple. Close the lid. That's it. That's the whole thing. Close the lid and close the bathroom door. You don't need special training. You don't need a different water bowl. You just need to close the lid. But here's the thing about dogs. They don't understand lids. Your dog walks into the bathroom, approaches the toilet, and stops. The thing that has been reliably providing cold, fresh water for months is suddenly gone, sealed, inaccessible, for no reason the dog can comprehend. So the dog gives up, turns around, walks to the kitchen, and drinks from the water bowl. The one that was there the whole time. The one you fill every single day. The one the dog has been ignoring for months, and for a moment everything is perfect. The dog is drinking from the actual water bowl. The toilet lid is down. You have successfully outsmarted a creature that eats its own vomit. You feel like a genius. But wait, it's 2 a.m. You stumble to the bathroom, you do what you need to do, you flush, and you walk back to bed. You did not close the lid. You were tired. You were half asleep. You didn't think about it. And now, somewhere in the dark, a dog is waking up. Morning comes, you walk past the bathroom, and there it is. Your dog, Face in the toilet, tongue out, as if the lid was never closed, as if the water bowl does not exist, as if this specific toilet in this specific bathroom contains the only water worth drinking on planet Earth. You close the lid, the dog adapts. You forget, the dog returns. This is not a problem you solve once. This is a cycle, a loop, a war of attrition between a human with inconsistent habits and an animal with millions of years of evolution on its side. So here's where we land. Your dog drinks from the toilet because, from its perspective, it's cold, fresh, and perfectly positioned, and its body is built to handle it. Saliva that kills bacteria, a stomach that dissolves bone, an immune system trained by years of exposure. Your only job is to close the lid. And when you forget, which you will, just remember, the dog was ready for this. It's been preparing for millions of years. It's not gross to the dog, it's just Tuesday.